entry for participants?
Yes, it's empty, and we are already 42 participants now, and exactly at 5 o'clock there are 42 participants. Great. So people are really waiting for this program, this shows, and to meet Mr. Mitra. Yes. So the speciality of today's program, the host is Mr. Sandeep, the speaker is Mr. Sandeep. So it's a Sandeep square on the. so you know, so we say all
That's
well
not
that ends
fair.
well. So
Rajat, you know me as almost as much as I know myself. So maybe you can do the role of the host.
so great, Sandeep. So let me hand over to Mr. Sandeep, our host, and Mr. Host Sandeep will hand over to the speaker, Mr. Sandeep. So what do you, Mr. Sandeep, the host?
Okay, if Mr. Mitra is saying that, shall I hand over to Rajat so that the confusion will be, can be removed, Mr. Mitra?
No, that's fine. I think uh, introductions can be done because we already know each other a little. So, Rajat, I think let's hear it from you. Because this is on Johari Windows. So let me open up my window to you and try to get something which is hidden or unknown to me. Like, okay, the window. Let's hear it from you. Yeah.
I'm always there.
Rajat,
So
please.
let the program be started by our host, Mr. Sandeep first. Then we are there always. Okay. So
Okay.
Sandeep, you take over. Yeah.
बंद करो दरवाजा उसका स्पीकर ज्यादा तेज रहेगा ना तो माता जी
Okay.
Sandeep, I think you can start. It's 2 minutes past.
Yeah, I was checking the video. Say, video is visible.
Yes, your video is visible. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Very good evening, all, and good evening, Mr. Mitra, Sandeep Mitra. First of all, I'll start saying by Mr. Mitra, and then I'll introduce you as Sandeep Mitra, because I am Sandeep Singh, and I'll be the host of for this coming 1 hour. We started this journey, for this webinars, a series of 11 webinars. We started this journey for this 11 webinars on very various topics, very different topics. We started with managing expectation. We started with the leadership, and the most important points were there when people started demanding repetition of the topics. For example, future trends, because future trends of L&D is very much required, and this was giving stress management, and we already have done the stress management topic. We already have done work-life balance. So the topics which Best Facilitator Group and Honeybee chosen were very much relevant to today's scenario, not only from the point of view of lockdown, but also from the point of view of upcoming days, what will be our future. So it was a very much demanding 11 days of webinar. Today we'll be having uh, Mr. Sandeep Mitra, who will be going us through the Johari window. We all know known and unknown. Okay, so Mr. Sandeep Mitra will take us to that known and unknown journey. Now the thing is that the how to introduce it's little confusing for me, because he is such a person, Mr. Mitra, that facilitator earlier was somebody else, and due to some circumstances, some technical issues, he wasn't able to join us. But now see the enthusiasm and see the preparedness of Mr. Mitra, Sandeep Mitra, that he was informed very sooner, and he joined in and said yes, okay, I'll take the session. This is what the go of any facilitator is there. Preparedness of any facilitator is there. This is what Mr. Mitra. And I think, you know, introducing himself by his trait is the most important. Otherwise, if I start his introduction from IT Kharagpur to start his career from Eureka Forbes, where from where he used to keep the screwdriver, and now he is taking the screwdriver and going through changing the mindsets of everybody, preparing everybody to change himself. There are a lot of things about Mr. Mitra, and as he very well said that Rajat knows him very well. I have just few words for him, and definitely we'll come to know about him more in the middle section of or maybe end section of the session from Rajat. The Johari Windows. One of our participants very clearly said it takes very time, but in one line, I would like to say from Mahatma Gandhi for Johari window is an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. Means if you do not know oneself, if you are blind self, you are hidden self, you are unknown self, so you just have to open yourself and then only you can go ahead. So, Mr. Mitra, the entire window is of yours. Platform is yours. Please open the Johari window and make us aware of what is open and what is unknown for us. Mr. Mitra.
Thank you very much, Sandeep, for your kind words. And honestly speaking, I have taken up this session as a learning session for myself as well, because, it was enthusiasm, all right. But since this is a responsibility, it is very important that I should be able to contribute something towards the learning. So I think Johari window is, everybody out here knows about Johari windows. So before we get into the topic, I just want to give a brief background. So firstly, the rules. I think the rules by now are pretty clear. 11 sessions down, we have already completed. So everybody stays on mute. Comment. And if you want to say something, you can raise your hand. And we will. There would be some sessions which would I've planned, which would be interactive, where your participation would be required. Otherwise, I would like to address all the questions at the end of the session. So the time is totally about an hour. We have already spent about 5 or 7 minutes. So I'll take about half an hour, for the entire discussion and the interaction. Post which, for 10 minutes, we'll open the window for all questions and discussions. During the session, if there's something that you don't understand or you would like to elaborate me on, you can ask me and I'll surely do that. Sandeep has already introduced me. So I just want to say something that my career, and which is now, I would say, my passion, I'm trying to make the passion and the profession unified into one area, which is learning and development. So, like he mentioned that I started off as an engineer. So my first job was in Steel Authority of India Limited. I was generating power in a power plant, in a thermal power plant. And, from that job on to today, what I am doing, I think a lot of this is an application of Johari window. In a way, because, I would not have expected that the kind of skills which are required to be a good facilitator is something that I have, or something that I can develop, over the years. Because I've been into business management, I've been in the middle and senior management roles in different organizations. I'm not going to spend time discussing that. But when I got into training, it happened quite by accident. It was a question of discovering myself. And having done that about 12 or 13 years down the line, it's been a very difficult path. Sometimes, like the COVID times, for example, or I can remember the depression times, which was in 2009, 2010, when business was very difficult. Some of the old timers would remember that. So I think somebody has raised a hand. HP, you want to say something? Who's HP? You have raised your hand. Do you want to say something?
No, by mistake, by mistake.
Okay, no problem. Thank you so much. So I'll launch straight into the topic. And like I said, Johari window is something everybody knows. So we'll go to the next slide. So just a recap that it's a technique that helps people better understand relationships with themselves and others. Now, I'm not going to bore you with the academics is already there. It's a very old topic and something which has been researched many times over. It is very useful, irrespective of whether you apply it for an individual, a group, or even an organization. So, individual, we understand. We will discuss about that. It is very useful for understanding the dynamics in a group or in a team. So a group and a team is different, as everybody knows. Team is where there is a unified purpose, there is a common goal, and there are different roles people are playing in that team. Whereas a group can be an informal setting or just a collection of people like that. So a community could be a group as well, and it can also be applied in corporate settings. That's the beauty of this. So I want to start off the session with a small exercise. And Rajat Shom, a lot of people know him, and in fact the success of this initiative largely goes to Rajat and Sandeep, of course, and the others as well. However, why am I taking Rajat? Because if you this Johari Windows is about knowing self and others. Let us first apply that. How much do we know Rajat? Okay, so I am going to put up a slide and open the chat. The chat is already open, so there will be a list of adjectives, descriptions. So he's very caring, he's very bold, he's very beautiful, whatever, there would be adjectives, a list of 57 adjectives. You have to think of Rajat Shom, keep him in your mind, and select 8 adjectives which apply to Rajat Shom. And for this, I'm giving you 2 minutes. So in this 2 minutes, think carefully, whatever you know about Rajat, whether it is open window, hidden window, closed window, and you just type, what are the, what do you call, the description, the adjectives to describe Rajat. Put it in the chat box. I am going to do the counting of that as people are going to type. Yes, the chat box is open. Your 2 minutes have started. Okay. Energetic, brave, clever, mature, able, friendly. I've seen that twice. Okay. Confident. I'm seeing. Please select it from the list out here. If you are not getting it from this list, don't invent something new. If it's really different, then you put there. Okay. Initiator. Okay. These are all new. Try to select from the list which is already there. ये बिंदास, ये सब difficult हो जाएगा English में. Sentimental, intelligent. Okay. Well, there's a long list. There's a long list. And while you are typing, I'm sure you're looking at what others are typing as well. Caring, empathetic, observant, happy, wise, witty, brave. Well, it's a long one. Wow. Rajat, you must be turning in your, in your chair or jumping.
I myself not aware of this. I myself not aware of that I have
Yes.
this.
Yeah, so many qualities, all nice things, but nobody has written anything like critical. Okay, so if you are free, it's an open window, and Rajat is very nice. I think he'll take it in the positive way, that if there is some critical aspect also, trustworthy, helpful, responsible, sensible, warm. Yes. What is this 3, 15, 45? ये थोड़ा समझा दो यार, ये 3, 15, 45 क्या होता है? This is new. Ellen. Oh, अच्छा, that
Adaptable,
way.
empathic, empathetic,
Okay. Understood.
and self-assertive.
Okay, thank you so much. All right, I think the time is up. Fine. So let's thank you so much for your responses. Yes, I totally agree. Oh my God, I said 8. Somebody has typed something like 10 or 15. 12, 11, 18. 22, 25. That's a long list. Okay, maybe all 57 applies to him. Now, in a way, I did my own study, and I'm happy to share with you that a few of them are kind of common. But I have been a little critical. Okay, uh, maybe one or two of these items were something that I extrapolated. Like for example, I had a discussion with Rajat before this particular slide has gone up, and I had asked him very openly that you tell me, so that was the open window what he was willing to share with me, and I'm happy to share that what people have mentioned here, some of them have come out very strongly, like friendly, okay, cheerful. Somebody said bindas, somebody said happy, somebody said, humorous. All that is coming towards cheerful, confident. He comes across as somebody who's sure about what he wants, reliable, trustworthy. A lot of adjectives came there, which are linked to that. Independent. He's an entrepreneur, of course. He's got a very, his own point of view is very strong in that. So these are some of the good things, and obviously these are all very important. So if people are saying that Rajat is confident, he's extroverted, he's friendly, he's cheerful, and Rajat also says that okay, I love to network. What are the things that he has mentioned? These are more or less the same. Uh, Humorous, uh, the proud, he's very proud of his hairstyle. Okay. So the pride, I just highlighted, but I've not put the hairstyle. The fact that he used the word that I'm proud of this, okay, I just highlighted that. Now I will add a few more which came out. Sentimental. Somebody did say that. Did somebody mention that? Be honest to yourself. Did somebody mention that he was sentimental? Okay. The person is keeping quiet. Yes. No. I've read it. Yes. Monil had mentioned that he is sentimental, and sentimental is something I also, Mini has also mentioned that. Thank you, Mini. I have also highlighted this because me and Rajat, we go back long, many years, 30 years, right? So I know one or two incidents where he came out as sentimental. So that's the beauty of Johari window. There are certain things that you may not be so open to share with others, but or you even unconsciously. So one is consciously, and you hide it consciously, so that becomes your hidden window or your secret window, and something that you're unconscious of, that you're not even conscious that you are like that. But some people who are very observant, they notice that and they bring it out. Okay, term sexy, something that who else? I mean, it has to be Rajat who described himself as sexy. Aesthetic is something that I added, and I extrapolated this from something. Now, see, this is the beauty. So this is hidden. This is something that a lot of people know Rajat, but they are not aware that he is an artist, that he draws, beautiful pictures. And I extrapolated that to his sense of aesthetics. Because if you look at, I have not visited his house, uh, but if you look at his dress, generally he keeps himself very nice and proper, so he's very aesthetic. There is another word you see next to black, which is colorful. So, when he goes out for parties or dresses, you will find that he's wearing very colorful, and stylish kind of. So, yeah. So I just take a minute here to just review this. So what did we just do is something, we played it on, and I'm sure Rajat would appreciate that, he has got a good feedback about himself. So that is one part of this Johari window exercise. And if it only happens when you open up to others, to ask for feedback, or we do it in such a way. So either we don't ask, or if the feedback is coming, we do not listen carefully, we don't appreciate it, we don't acknowledge it, we don't recognize it, that a feedback is coming. So these things developing personality. So let's look at, and here I don't want to say anything. Similar to colorful. That's another way of expressing that. Yeah. So what are the benefits? What are the benefits of using Johari window? And I'm not posing this as a question because all of us already know. So if there is something that you would like to add to this list, you're welcome. So firstly, it starts with knowing myself, knowing the self. What are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? Which are the qualities that are going to help me in my personal life or my professional life? And what are those things that are like challenges or obstacles in the way of progress? So I need to take care of them. So self-awareness leads to personal development. So that's a normal progression, a natural progression from self-awareness to personal development. Knowing self, and then nobody works in isolation. Even here we have a group, I don't know whether it's 50 or 60 now. So it's how we can communicate with others. And that's again an area where Johari window becomes very important. Because if you know your people, the ones with you communicate very nicely, very properly, then you'll be very careful to communicate in such that they will be impressed and they'll be happy, and you will not ruffle the feathers or cut up people the wrong way. Did somebody say something? You're having problem? Can you hear me now? Am I audible? Okay, thank you so much. Okay. And the next is interpersonal relations. So we all work in a team, right? Here there would be a lot of individual, freelance trainers and consultants. Even otherwise, when we are working with our clients or we are working in teams. Okay. Did somebody say something? Please raise your hand or put your question in the chat box before you start speaking so that, we can allow you to speak. However, I would request, for the next 5 minutes for me to carry on with this, and then we can take in the questions as the time comes. Right. So the next area of application. So I said there are three broad areas. One is working on self and our relation with others. So that's a little of self. And now next is the teams and the groups. So when you talk about interpersonal relationships, that's within the team, and the group dynamics is with the others, maybe in a larger context. And then you have the team development. So again, these are all interlinked. The group dynamics and team development and and get if you apply Johari window. So let's understand very simple way of applying Johari window. So as you all know, there are 4 windows. One which is known to self and which is known to others, which is the open window. And that is what the responses came when I asked, describe Rajat. And I took the feedback from Rajat also, that what does he think about himself? And it matched. So the things that matched what people know about Rajat and what Rajat also knows and is willing to disclose to others, that comes out as the open window. And then there were certain things that people mentioned, okay, Rajat is not aware of, but the others are aware of, which is blind, right? And also there is something, of course, Rajat knows it, the others there. Now, and this is on a slightly, in a lighter vein, that right now you see me, in a shirt and, properly dressed and all. So this is the open window because you can see me in the screen. But do you know that I'm wearing, what do you call these shorts? Trekking shorts or cargo, shorts. Okay. So that's what you can't see because that's hidden. Unless I stand up and show myself, you'll not know. So that's my hidden window, right? And blind is, of course, something that I'm not aware of. There might be certain things that I speak too loudly or something, that those are the things that you will say are my blind window, which I'm not aware of. And unknown is something which neither others and not you nobody knows about it. So something which has to be discovered. And that discovery is again a process, because a lot of things come out from this process of discovery of knowing self and with others. Okay, so let's look at it. I already mentioned that list your personal attributes. You have done that exercise. So it's good to start with that. You can go to Google and type, you will find those 57 qualities. This is a very standard kind of a exercise. Think of a person, whether it is yourself or somebody else, and apply it and then put it together. Put the points together in a sense that, because you will not know which is known to self. I mean, you know it, but what is known to the other person. It's only in the process of dialogue, when you discuss with the other person, you'll get to know that yes, that person also accepts that, or he's not aware of that. If he's not aware of that, then that's blind. If he's a little hesitant, or he doesn't agree, very spontaneously, then obviously that's something which is hidden or he wants to hide. And unknown is something even you will not know and the other person will not know. So seek feedback. The second step, first step is doing that. The second step is seek feedback from known people. That's about knowing self. So you must identify some friends, some relatives, could be working colleagues, who are very honest and sincere in giving feedback, and ask them that, hey, if you have to describe Sandeep, then what do you think, how you would describe? So don't get into a judgment saying whether it is good or bad. Just ask that, if you have to describe me, then how would you describe? Well, there's a question that why 57 adjectives? Well, if it is too much, you can cut down the list, but it's pretty exhaustive. So instead of searching, in your mind, if you look at those in front of your eyes, and it becomes very easy to select. Had I not given you the list of descriptions, the response which I got in the chat box, it is already there. Maybe Rajat would like to do a more detailed numerical analysis of the responses with frequency and all that. But the fact is that seeing that in front of your eyes helps you to quickly do the exercise instead of thinking. So you spend less time. That is the reason. I hope I've been able to answer the query that came in the chat box. Okay. So the next one is so once you do it on yourself, then you seek the feedback from others. You verify that. You will immediately identify some things will come out which you did not list, right? And so that obviously is your hidden window. There something might come out which you don't like, but you have never shared, but that person understood that or got it from somewhere, which is your hidden, right? And what is open is open. So these three windows is something that you can identify. Hidden window is everything else. So again, by deductive reasoning, you can find out that, sorry, not hidden, the unknown. Unknown window is what is not open, what is not hidden, and what is not blind. That is unknown. So from that list of 57, you will be able to identify what is unknown. And if there is something which is very important for your professional or personal career, development, then you have to focus on that. And that is one area that you should need to develop. Okay, so the third step is preparing your SWOT. I think everybody knows SWOT. I'm not going to discuss on that. Prepare your SWOT, and then, there you create your action plan, that how you want to develop yourself. Okay. Now, to move to the next step, so this is on yourself. Now you have to apply it on others. So what are the others? The critical stakeholders, whether it is your personal life or professional life, the same exercise you do with them. Think of them, do the listing of the personal attributes, then take feedback about that person from others. Like, let's say if it is your mother, you want to do, this Johari window for mother. You take the feedback from father, or the son, or the daughter, or anybody else in the family, or could be and then you do the same exercise. So it's very simple. Now, having known that, you get the power, you become very powerful to communicate in the right way. Okay. So, for example, is there a question coming? Is somebody saying something? Sorry, I'm not able to hear what the other person is saying. I can. Okay, I think I'll carry on. So it it makes you powerful to communicate and build relation. And then together, that's the taking it to the next step. Once you have built the relation, once you have been able to build the relation, then you carry it to the next step to develop the relation and launch in a process of discovery. So how that happens is, now imagine one person who's a very close friend and you get along very well together. So you can discuss openly everything, your fears, your worries, your, apprehensions. And from there will come out, your, where you stop yourself, you don't move out, So from that discussion will come out that which of those areas that you can explore or you can experiment and develop. Okay. So this is what I was moving on, that the process of sharing the plans, aspirations, goals. So there are basically three things that you can do. The whole idea is to increase your open window. So can I take in some responses that what are the things that you can do to to expand your open window? I'll just take a, you can respond on the chat, in the chat box. Talk to people, yeah, and not just talk to people, tell them about yourself. I like this, I don't like this, this is what I am like. Okay, anything else? Any more responses? Yes, communicate openly. Absolutely, you are right. Resistance, could you just explain that? What the question is, what are the things you can do to increase your open window? Okay, very good. Somebody has replied, observant listening. So let me explain this. So I don't have to, you have already answered this. Honesty, praise, yes. Compliment. If somebody is doing something good, please compliment that person and be honest and sincere about it. Don't just say something to flatter the person. Being candid, very good. Absolutely, being open, right? So these are the things and you should, for that, there are a lot of people who feel very nervous or feel very, uncertain to disclose. Well, you are the way you are, you cannot change your body, right? You cannot change your mind. Yes, what is this? Being understanding, empathetic. Yes. So that also helps because then the other person will open up. So how you open up first? First is accepting yourself and then communicating about yourself, right? Being accessible. Wonderful. Yeah. So these are the things you can increase the open window. How can you disclose? So let's look at the hidden window. So hidden window is what? What is not known to you? Sorry, it's known to you. You don't want the others to know, right? You are hiding it. Like the cargo pants that I'm wearing, I'm hiding it, right? So how will you? What should you do to take care of the hidden window? Can I have some? Okay. Okay. Before that question, there is another question that if there is some shortcoming, if there is some, you can say, area which is not a positive thing, right? Now, every negative thing, there is a positive, right? So can you first think about something about yourself which is not positive? And maybe you are stopping from sharing that with others because you think it is a negative thing. Now, for example, you may be short-tempered, okay? Now, you have to analyze the reason that why are you short-tempered? Short-tempered is not a good thing, firstly. Huh? And I'm sharing this with you. This is something that I personally have a little, that I'm a little short-tempered. Now, but what triggers that? You have to analyze that what actually triggers your temper. So is it that if somebody, for example, I'm sharing this, that if I have to repeat something twice, if I tell somebody something or explain, and again I have to do that, or a person does a mistake and I share that with him that, okay, this is a mistake and please correct it. And the person does that mistake again, so then I become short-tempered. Okay, so now imagine I shared that within my team. is it going to help or it will not help? Of course, I mean, that will help the team, right? Why? Because I am, I am showing that I am vulnerable. I'm not a, nobody is God, right? Even if somebody is a leader, nobody is perfect. But if I don't share that, then the team members will not know about me. And hence, we will not be able to form an effective team because they will not know what are the things that will trigger the short temper or the impatience, right? So it is very important to share your hidden windows. So this was a slightly difficult one. Now, how can you take care of the blind window? The answer is given there. That expand by receiving feedback, right? So receiving feedback. Yeah, the question has come. Why filter? Exactly. I will answer that question in the last slide of my presentation. So just hang on for 10 minutes. That, this was a question that the hidden window, there are those negative things, and we usually try to filter that, or we try to suppress it totally, right? So why should we do that? And what's wrong with that? I will answer that. Okay. Now here is some quiz. So now I'm making this interactive. I'm opening this up one question at a time. The first question, how can we build trust? Okay, just try and answer this question. How can we build trust with our team, within the team? So I'm talking in concept of the team. How can we build trust? Being honest. Yes. I just mentioned something. I think that answer is there. That even if there is a weakness, I must share that. That, see, this is my weakness. Yes, being transparent, being honest. So, and that works both ways, being candid. So, this is a principle of reciprocity. I think it was covered in influencing. So, you see how all these things are linked together, right? So, if I trust you, then you will trust me, right? If there is a good intention, very good. Feedback from the team members, absolutely. This is the most important thing. So, how you build trust when you seek feedback. So, when I ask, now this is fantastic. Somebody said speaking and listening. I would say listening and speaking. Because why listening and speaking? Because speaking, if you speak, I'm already repeating what I know. So there's no fun in speaking. But if you're listening, you can learn something new. Yes, give the due credit, invite positive criticism. Absolutely. So these are the things that we can do to build trust. I think how to reduce our hidden area is something we have already answered. So I'm not asking that question. But listening attentively, nobody has mentioned this. So can you add some new point? How we can reduce our hidden area? New point. Don't repeat the points I have mentioned or somebody has put in the chat box. Let's talk about self-disclosure. Okay, so let me add this. A lot many times when people are speaking, we interrupt. Okay, now let's say Rajat is telling me something. Ek to I'm not listening fully, attentively, as we call empathetically. That is the highest level of listening. There are 5 levels of listening. I think this is not the time where we can discuss that. But the highest level of listening beyond active listening is empathetic listening. When you listen with your empathy, right? When you do that, then you are able to catch, interrupt when somebody is speaking. Let that person finish, and then you speak. That's very important. And people want to talk to you because you're a good listener, right? Yes, listen with attentive body language. Very, very good. So these are the things which will help others, uh, uh, to share with you what is hidden and what is not perceived. So these are things you normally will shy away from sharing unless you have a very trusting relation. Can we use this to do a personal SWOT? Johari window? Answer is absolutely yes. The fourth question, let's ask this. Okay, let's get responses to the fourth question. How can we use it to develop our facilitation skills? We are all trainers, a lot of trainers out here, consultants, trainers, facilitators. Yes, feedback and not the scores, the qualitative feedback. Yes. Uh, some simple, practical tips. Like when there is a lunch break or a tea break, then you go and ask a few candidates, participants, that how's the session going? How can I do it better? You know, how can I improve myself? Yes. Okay, you take anonymous feedback, which is fantastic. Somebody mentioned that I take it anonymously. I don't, share that I'm asking for the feedback. That's great. And in a group of 25, you will find that 4 or 5 listen to critiques. Yes. So usually we tend to go and talk more with the people who are supporting us. But it is the people who are not liking your program or they're criticizing it. From them, you can get the inputs for development, because there has to be some area of development. Nobody is perfect. Encouraging them to add value. Yes. So asking them, so feedback, it's simply feedback, the different tools and techniques you can use. Do a recording. Somebody is doing a recording of this session. If I were to play it back, sometimes you can do it on a mobile, even the video recording. Yes. You ask understand the body language. When you are interacting with the participants, right? A lot of people, they're looking at you, but actually they're not looking, they're looking through you. Okay, the eyes are open, they're listening, but you feel that, okay, they're looking at you, but they're looking through you. So which means that it's not registering what you're saying. All right. Now the last one, this is very interesting. How can we foster, nurture innovation? Let's say, who is getting this right? This is not so I'm asking audio response to this question. And please think before you answer. Don't give don't give me cliches that necessity is a mother of invention. That is a cliche. We all know that. I'm saying, using this Johari window, how can we foster, what is the link between innovation and Johari window? Can somebody please unmute your mic and speak up? Yes, who is this?
This is Samidha, Dr. Samidha Pandey.
Yes, please carry on.
Yeah. When we start knowing about the strength and weakness of other person, we can innovate and turn and restructure those weaknesses into strength. When somebody, for example, in COVID-19, when somebody is very much sensitive, we can innovate that, encourage that person that you are such a wonderful listener and full of sympathy and empathy. You can be a wonderful resource for people who are in trouble. That can work.
Great.
I think.
Great. Thank you. Thank you, Samida. That's a wonderful response to, I think, the 4th question. I am asking the 5th question, that in a team environment, not a facilitator role, mind it. This is an organization or a team. Okay, let's focus on a team. So you are the production team or the sales team or some department, some team. In that team, you have the members, you have yourself, and you have the others. And you are a manager, let's say, and you have to foster or nurture innovation within your team. How can you apply the concept of Johari window and link it to developing innovation? That was the question. Can anybody try? Please try. It's okay. Yeah? We learn by doing mistakes. Nobody is perfect. Somebody please try. Yeah.
Can I answer it?
Sure, sir. Ashok.
I think the principle is we encourage the teammates to understand each other better. The moment people in a team understand each other better, they work together better and come out with innovative ideas.
Okay. Anybody else? That's a good answer. I'm going to ask a very pointed question now. There are 4 windows. Maybe Ashok can give a try. Which window should you focus on for innovation? Open, blind?
Hidden window.
So I think
shared discovery.
I think instead. Yes. Who was that? Rajiv, is it?
Shared discovery.
Yeah. Which window is that? There is no window called shared.
So there is no window, but you open up the blind.
Okay, I just showed. No, I showed you the window, but nobody is giving the name correctly. It's the unknown window. It is the unknown window because you don't know that. You've never done it. What is innovation? Something new, right? So I have not done it. You have not done it. Together we discover, and we say, hey, we can do this. And that's how, innovation is born. Where the idea is coming in your mind only. It is coming through a process of discovery and discussion. Correct? So, any questions around that?
Yeah, but unknown area is
Mitraji,
also
can I
coming,
answer?
traveling from the open and hidden area, right? It is not born just like anything. What I feel, it has to be keep traveling between, opening
Okay.
up the
So let
hidden and
me,
then coming to unknown.
sure. Yeah. So, it is, so the potential is there. It is, what
Yeah.
is unknown. Unknown means what? That it is there within you. There is
Yeah.
no limit. Like Mr. Marfatia
Mitraji,
told, and Rajat will remember
Somewhere
that
hidden,
the
but
only
not
limit.
known to you. Yeah.
Yes, yes. So, so you are saying it is unknown, but I'm saying it is, yeah, nobody, I mean, you don't know this, I don't know this, but when we are talking together, we discuss and we find this something new, something we can do. So
Sir,
that
I
is
agree
coming
to
out.
I agree to it.
Yes, we are.
Unknown
Right.
window, because this is the most difficult window, and this
Exactly.
is the most difficult window to explore. And when you
Correct.
ask, you don't lose anything, you don't gain anything either. But
Right.
in the course of interaction, if you gain that, that's going to be great, and you are going to
Exactly.
explore that window.
And
Thank
if you look at this chart, now this unknown window is actually composed of three things. One is the open. What Samida was saying, she is also right. That if you push it diagonally, then you are moving from the open. You're opening up more, so your unknown is becoming less. If you open the blind window more, then again your unknown is becoming less. If you open your hidden window rightwards, so one is downwards, one is right, moving it right, and the other is moving it diagonally. So all these three movements actually are helping to reduce your unknown area. So again, what you said is also right, that it can happen from the open window. Okay, if I do more of that, then I develop something, a new skill or a new behavior or a new whatever idea. It can happen in a lighter way. Everybody gets into marriage without knowing exactly. So it's an unknown window. Marriage is a biggest example of unknown window, and because the intention is there to stay married, not to get divorced, right? So then you try to identify what are the the open areas, which are the common areas, and we try to develop more. And even on a more lighter vein, you will find a husband and a wife when they're freshly getting married, no? Like 25 years back when we got married, or 26 years, I think it was. Okay, so we used to look very different. But after 30 years, you will find the husband and wife are also started looking like same, very similar. Okay, that's my theory. Anyway,
No, there
so
is
let's move
another
on.
thing, sir. There is another thing that out of four quadrants or open windows, windows that you are talking about, much we are worried about unknown area, and we are trying to discover many things. I mean, explore many things. How to open up this window, because hidden and
Correct.
blind can be always open. Unknown
Mhm.
to open, as you said. Why not ask everything to the unknown area?
Exactly. So,
Thank you.
everything which is now, let's say this COVID. Okay, COVID was something which was in the unknown. So, why is there so much of, problems all around? Is because nobody could guess this. I think I will just take the name of three books, because I always think that in a 1 hour session, you cannot really cover the subject. Maybe some people have already read these books, but it'll good if you're really interested in this subject. There's one book called The Blink by Malcolm Gladwell. I mentioned this in many of my sessions, that please give a read through. It talks about how every human being, as an animal, basically we are animals, right? We are very advanced animals. So when we meet a person for the first time, it's the first time I see somebody or talk to somebody, even before the person speaks, the person is just the first frame. A few seconds, we form an idea in our mind how that person will be. And that judgment, it happens within our mind. It can be positive or negative. And after that, when the person starts speaking, then we try to reinforce that thought which we already carry about that person. Okay, very interesting phenomena, and it is a scientifically proven fact as well. So that's The Blink. The other book I mentioned about to develop your interpersonal relation is something called a platinum rule. Like for example, take anybody I know. Let's say Rajat. Again, I use Rajat as the guinea pig for today's session. So now Rajat, I met a long time back, 30 years back, and then we met after 30 years. In the middle, we hardly had any much of contact. Maybe a year back we started communicating, and now we are doing that very often. So in this period of 29 years gap, now what happened was I could guess that what will be Rajat like, and when I met Rajat and I reinforced that. So when I was telling him that, are you like this, are you like that? And he was agreeing, yes, 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 yes. He never asked me, how did I know? So I'll tell you how I know, because I read a book called Platinum Rule. Has anybody read this book? Okay, no problem, Monil. Thanks for your participation. You'll get a recording. You can see the rest of it. So there is a book called The Platinum Rule, which talks about the 4 personality types. In the next session, I would like to cover that in case we get one more session. That just by looking and interacting with a person for 5 minutes, you would be able to form a very good opinion about his personality and how you can change your way of communication to be able to appeal to him. So the application can be in sales or in facilitation or any interpersonal relation. Okay. And the third book is called The Black Swan. Now, The Black Swan is a very difficult book to read because it's a little high funda, but even if it is high funda, there is a lot of thing in it that what are the things that we least expect is something. So all this unknown, when you talk about COVID, that it's come from the unknown area. I'm not saying you can predict it, but reading the book, you'll get some idea that these things can happen, and you can open up your mind that how to respond if those situations happen, right? Okay, so let me just finish this. I think we are on time. So I'll just finish one more slide. So there are no more questions. You can just read that. So for individuals, author's name for, sorry, I don't remember this. The Black Swan, you can just Google and you'll find out both these books, The Platinum Rule and Black Swan. Okay. So individuals discover new talents, acquire new skills and abilities. It has happened to me. I'm sure more will happen to me if I'm looking out for that. Like, for example, my newfound interest is in data science and not the analytics, but the application of that. That's more AI and machine learning. I think, you can also develop on that. Then another session, somebody was talking about DQ. And I also support that gentleman, that his view that we need to develop our digital quotient as well. And that happens from the unknown area, because we are not aware of it. We know we don't know it. So that doesn't, so this one is very important. Realize our unconscious biases and work to correct them. A lot of us, we have our unconscious biases. And it's only when we talk to the others, yes, Nicholas Taleb. Yeah, that's the book. Okay. So that's shareholders, partners, vendors. For organizations, you can apply the Johari window because the organization can be thought of as a person. You can still do a sort for the organization. You can still look at the partners and vendors, as people and apply the Johari window principle. Okay. And this one is very interesting. I found this today only, that you can even apply it on risk assessment. Now, what is risk assessment? The COVID is like a risk assessment. So what is the risk in your business of something happening, right? And a very good quote, it says, the absence of evidence is not an evidence of the absence, right? So it's like asymptomatic patient. So you test, you don't find, false zero. So you test that person and you find, okay, he's not having, COVID. But then he may be carrying it inside. So this is a false positive, as we call it, right? And this is I told you that sometimes there's some drawbacks. Very few are there, but you should be careful about that, because some things are better not communicated. Because if that is not going to help the other person, so whenever you communicate, you ask 2 or 3 some basic questions. Is it going to help me? Obviously. Is it going to help the other person? Is it necessary that I communicate this? Right? And is there any harm? If there is any harm, then I will not do that. The second, like I said, that there's some information, it passes, something about personal lives or some addictions or things, which are negative. Somebody went and went to the jail and was imprisoned, those cases. Now, somehow within the organization, it happens more that if somebody gets to know about.
Hi, Sandeep, you're not audible.
Can I ask? Yeah, please.
You're not audible.
You are audible, so you can ask your question.
No, no, I don't have a question. There was a silence, so I was wondering what happened.
Okay. Yeah. The call came, so I was not able to. My as we are talking, the cyclone is blowing over Kolkata, and my dad and son are in Kolkata. I am in Gurgaon,
Oh,
so we are obviously a little worried. But let's. We have 10 minutes. Let's finish this. In any case,
yeah.
the storm too shall pass. Right? Okay. So let's carry on. Yeah. Questions, please. Well,
Um,
yeah.
conceptually, it looks fine. But in practice, it is difficult to get people to embrace this. So how do you, is there any techniques for it?
Sir, please. If somebody is have switched on his speaker, please switch off.
One person, I think I've got your question. Please put yourself on mute. I have got your question. You're saying that conceptually it's very easy, to talk about these things, but when you put it into practice, then it becomes very difficult. What is the way to apply this? My answer to this question is there are some basic behaviors and basic things that we need to practice. One is listening. I think that came out again and again, that we need to develop our active and empathetic listening skills. The second that we discussed about is, so it's use the Mehrabian, which is not just about the words, but the emotions, the feelings, as well as the body language. So everything, all the three elements of communication. So you need to communicate uh, with your eyes, ears, and heart and mind. Okay. So when you're doing that, and the other thing is that you need to share exactly what is happening, and can I see the last slide? Sure.
Hi, I have a question.
Please type your question and we can address it because there are some issues in network.
Okay, I'll do that.
Just type it.
Can you mention
Thank you. I think today's network is very poor.
Hello.
Yeah, anyone still there? I cannot hear you. The videos also stopped. Am I right or am I right?
Hi everyone.
भाई मैं आपको Hello. Do not worry. Just wait on because weather conditions are not good. We are passing through really very bad times. Not only this pandemic, but also weather. Indian eastern side is completely under a cyclone. Let's wait. The weather conditions, the network, internet, everything depends upon weather as well. I don't have to tell you all intellect people, but yes, even I'm waiting for this, buffering circle to just stop and uh, just hang on a minute. And if luckily we get yes, definitely we are going to win both weather and COVID.
Yeah, absolutely. So, in the meantime, Sandeep, can I just button for concern that one of the gentlemen has
I'll
regarding
just take one more
after,
minute,
after
and if something goes not as per our expectation, don't worry, we'll take care. Just 1 minute more. And yes, yes.
Yeah, I have mentioned my question in the chat box.
Okay, can you please read the question? I means your name. Yes, they must please. Hello.
Yeah, it is. How does one identify the blind spots? Because I
Blind
don't know
spot.
what I don't know.
Okay, okay. You don't know. So I think I'm not Johari window expert, but we do have to take feedback from the people who knows me, the other people.
Yeah, Rajat here. Good evening. All. So, in fact, today Mr. Umesh Soman was supposed to take up this session. Now, because of some technical issue, Mr. Sandeep supported Mr. Umesh. So now this is a technical problem by happened to Mr. Sandeep. Now, if this support can
I'm
be
back.
given,
Can you hear me?
please, yeah, okay, are you back?
Oh, that's great.
Because it's
That's
Yes,
great.
yes.
each
Mr.
other.
Mishra is back.
I'm so sorry for the
A very good answer. This is actually blind spots are known from others. Very good answer. For the question Mr. Miss asked,
I switched off the mobile and then I realized if I switch off the mobile, obviously I'll get disconnected. I'm really sorry about the entire incident. Yeah, any questions?
there are many questions
Rajat, you
which are
wanted, you were,
waiting for you. The first is that blind spots are known to others. I mean, this is the answer actually, but the question is that how does one identify a blind spot? If I don't know anything, what I don't know.
yes. So blind spot is something that you don't know what others know about you. The only way to get to know about that is to take feedback. And to take feedback, you will have to build a relation. Like I said, that through open, trustful, honest, candid communication, that you have to. And there is a time when you have to ask for the feedback. You cannot ask a feedback immediately after a meeting. Let's say you just met your boss, and you had a very heated discussion argument about targets and that you're not able to achieve your targets or something like that. And at the end of the meeting, if you immediately go and ask the boss, sir, can you give me some feedback? Then that is not the right time. So you have to catch the person when he's very cool and calm and relaxed, and then ask for the feedback. So, and there's a way of asking for the feedback. It should make the person comfortable and then ask the feedback. Okay. Next question.
Okay, thank you so much.
Was that Amita? Thank you. You're welcome.
Yeah, hi, Sandeep. Sandeep, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can. Now, go, Vivek.
Yeah, hi, Vivek is here. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Please.
So, Sandeep and I have been colleagues for some time now, and we work on the Johari window. So, can I contribute, Sandeep?
Yeah, please, Vivek. You're welcome.
Okay, thanks a lot. So,
May I request others to keep your microphone on mute when Vivek is speaking?
These are just last minutes of our session. Please mute your mobile. Thank you.
Yes, Vivek, quickly, yeah.
So, so I'll just take 30 seconds over here. So, Johari window has 4 components, which I also call this as the communication window, or the trust window, right? Blind spots and the unknown spots are the other 2 most complicated part of the entire window. Blind spots, like I close my eyes. If I close my eyes physically, if you look at it, then I'm not able to look at myself, but the others can look at me. So that's what the scenario is all about. People know about me. I'm wearing a pink shirt or a black trouser, but I don't know. That's the scenario, right?
Right. Absolutely.
Right. Yeah. So the only way I can identify the blind spot is by asking feedback, like Sandeep rightly said. So I'll just take a very a clear analogy on this. So, for example, a lot of us are trainers and facilitators, right? So if I'm facilitating, for example, I'm facilitating on a particular topic, right? And I put my left hand in my left pocket while talking, right? The participants would feel that this is not the right gesture as a facilitator. You should not do that because it doesn't look good while a facilitator. Right? So from the top, then I get to who would know? There's a lot of sound gets. Yeah, so this is a blind spot. I put left in my pocket. The other thing, now if I take open feedback, that is the first step. And
Okay.
Vivek, sorry to interrupt. Vivek, there is some problem with your audio and the time is up. So can we conclude the session? Sandeep, if you would like to say something, or is Ramana, I think Mr. Ramana Kumar is waiting to say something, is it?
Can I ask one question?
Yes. Sandeep, is it?
No, sir. It's Ashfaq from Hindalco Mahan.
Okay, Ashfaq. Yeah, please carry on.
Yeah. Sir, actually, I'm sorry I joined late a bit. But
you will get a recording. You'll get a recording of today's session. Is there a question that you want to ask?
Yes, sir. My question is, let's say there is a blind spot and about which I'm not much aware about it, and with whom let's say I'm interacting, and if they are not very much fair and consistent with their feedback, in that case, how could I identify those spots, blind spot basically?
Yeah, that's the difficult part, identifying the genuine people who will give you the honest and correct picture is very important. So my suggestion to you would be that develop a network of friends or your professional contacts, but don't it's better not to get into somebody who has a vested interest. Who has a vested interest? is somebody who is interested in your success or failure. And typically, it's very unfortunate that it could be your relatives or friends. So professional that way would be better because they usually don't have any vested interest unless they're your client or partner or supplier, right? So try to build up some relations with people, and from them, then try to get the feedback. Okay, that's the difficult part, no doubt.
Okay, sir.
Anybody
Thank you,
else? Yes, thanks, Ashfaq.
Okay, so it's Sandeep sir.
Yes, sir.
Do we have a permission to close the session because
I am
it's almost
finished, so I mean, there's no more questions, then it's fine.
Okay. Thank you all for joining us. It's been tough over here. We lost, not lost in us, but in webinar, we lost 30 participants because of the, technical glitch. It was around 70 participants and we lost 30 in webinar. So no issues. They'll definitely join. And, the best part of this session was that, the learning is that let's open up ourselves and try to recognize what we have and what we do not have. Come to know that what we have, that's good. If we recognize what we do not have, we'll definitely try to find out who should be the person that will tell us what we don't have. So just put on goggles. Putting on goggles don't change the world. Remove the goggles, remove the glasses. If required, take the help of expert. In last 12 days, we have known very many unknown people through webinar, and even those whom we knew, but now we have come to know what they are real. Indeed, we are passing a very, very bad era of humanity. But let me share the humans that the humans are very, very, very evolving creature. They have broken all interpretations given by expertise. Like Sandeep sir, I think you will agree that the experts have said that Japan will not stand in coming century after World War II. But
Correct.
human beings, we are human. So even this COVID world, we will definitely pass this world. And coming times, market will open. We need the contacts. Most important, please try to understand, dear all. We need contacts. And now we say that as per Johari, Arey bhai, we have the contacts in our phone book. We have got Insta. My dear friends, how many of them are going to help you in the time when you really need them? Or I should say that, rephrase it, how can we make them help and support us? That is the most important thing, which also Sandeep sir, Mr. Mitra said that, it is a very genuine thing to find out the expert who will help us and support us, who doesn't know me. And that is, he also find out the networking of relationship. That is very important. So again, I'll reiterate that we should know how we can make the contact list support us, and this is what network of relationship. So tomorrow we are going to have a session, a webinar by our own Rajesh Shom for how to make our people, the people whom we know and the people whom we do not know, to create a network of relationship. So tomorrow same time, and please share your feedback from good, average, and best for us. Thank you so much, Mr. Mitra. And Rajat, if you want to
Thanks,
have
Sandeep.
words, please share.
Yeah, Rajat here. Good evening. I think we all had a great session today by Mr. Sandeep, because today was the last session, and I think the first session what we had of managing expectation. So I'm sure we have kept your expectation and tried to deliver the best of people, and it was a success because of the participants who joined. Because without participants, the success will not be counted. So thanks to the participants first, I would say, and then to Mr. Mitra, who prepared him last moment, because again this is a good example of Johari windows, because I know at the last moment whom to kidnap, and Mr. Sandeep, no, I can be kidnapped. So we know each other for the last 30 years. So that's the way I kidnapped today. Morning 9 o'clock I gave him a call and I told him that you have to take this session today. And finally he's kidnapped today and he's brought on stage. And that's how you know more and more number of people. And tomorrow I'm going to take a session on how to do for the freelancers. It's very important. Today, if we know 200 people, after the COVID days, as we know, it's going to shrink a lot. Now, going to shrink a lot, we need to have more and more number of people. It's just not getting people, getting a good relationship with the people. So tomorrow, see you at 5 o'clock and the on networking by me only. So thanks a lot for joining us. So let's end the meeting.
Thanks,
A lot
Rajat.
of people to give lot of feedbacks, because today we just had a Johari window. So let's not make this as a blind spot. And Mr. Trainer, speaker will be expecting some of your feedback. So today I wish to spend 1 minute for Mr. Sandeep and your remarks and a feedback to Mr. You have given a lot of feedbacks to me. Use some of your feedback time for Mr. Sandeep. So expecting a lot of feedback in the best facilitator group. Thank you so much once more.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you all.
Thanks, Sandeep. Thanks, Rajat. Bye-bye.
Everyone.
Like,
मेरी दूसरी अपने